I feel I stand here not just as a citizen or a member of parliament, but I am mother also of 2 young children. And I think as a mother, the biggest challenge, किसी माँ को जब बच्चे बड़े होते हैं और 16, 17, 18 साल के होते हैं, उसके मन में चिंता रहती है कि मेरा बच्चा अच्छा पढ़ाई करे और ये शराब और नशे में न फंसे. तो हर माँ और फैमिली की कोशिश रहती है कि वो बच्चा पढ़ाई करे, दोस्तों से साथ हंसी मजाक कर ले, लेकिन उसके सबसे ज़्यादा पीड़ा कुछ देती है एक माँ को, तो वो अगर उसका बच्चा कोई नशा करता है तो. So drug abuse is not only an issue in isolation. You cannot, the entire family suffers when these kind of things happen. So what are we going to do with the new age? Constantly people are talking, my friend Shiv Kumar constantly talks about cryptocurrency and darknet. I would like to bring that issue, and I think the Home Ministry really needs to address this, that this entire drug menace that we are dealing with, how are people transacting? It's no more just कहीं गए कोने में और drugs ले लिए. Nowadays you can order them, you can pay through crypto, you can pay through the darknet. And when you have, we don't have any regulations made or rules made because we've not been able to control. We taxed crypto at 30% when we didn't have rules for cryptocurrency in India. So how are you going to handle this drug menace given? Just last week, our friend from Biju Janata Dal spoke about the acid which was thrown on a woman. So Mehtab ji talked about it. Now he had ordered, the gentleman, not a gentleman, the culprit who had ordered the acid, he had bought it on the net. So net has become a big transaction point. And so darknet and cryptocurrency are biggest challenges that we are going to have. And access. There is huge access. Every government, whether it's there or ours, has always worked that making sure कि किसी school या college के सामने drugs ना मिले. But we all know it that हर school or college के पास drugs मिलते हैं. अभी कौन से drugs मिलते हैं वो नहीं. And they keep evolving with time. There was, when I talk about Pablo Escobar, that was in my times. That time, I think in the 90s, there was a drug called ecstasy, which was very well known. There is so much more evolution in all these drugs. They are in different forms. They are more potent. They are more chemical oriented. So what is the government doing in streamlining in this? And we want to work with you in together. What is the way that we can work with? Because we are all on the same side. This is like the COVID war. We all were together against the virus. The same way we are together against this entire horrible menace of drugs. Now, another thing is the taboo in the drugs. I read a lot about this program, Nasha Mukti ka jo program ye sarkar chala rahi hai. Now, in the Nasha Mukti, there are 2 major gaps that I see in the program. That the stigma, how are you going to, we passed the mental health bill in this house. So mental health, which was, sab lagte the and mental matlab pagal. That's not how it's looked at. It's got a different. So, you look at icons in society. Now, look at Deepika Padukone as an example. She said she was depressive. That's when mental health became that if Deepika Padukone can be depressed, so maybe it's okay to do it. So people need recognition that isko ho raha hai to mujhe ho raha hai to usme koi galti nahi hai. Sanjay Dutt, I would like to put it on record. I have seen that case as a young girl. He was a superstar and icon for us. But then what he went through, the drug abuse, he came out of it. His family went through a very difficult time, but they fought against it as a family. So these are success stories. They have had their own challenges. So how can we use these icons to tell children and the strength to produce to say no to drugs?